No DSA equals no job. No DSA equals no job. No DSA equals no job. I have spent an unhealthy amount of time learning this DSA shit, which I haven't used even once in my software developer life. So, in this video, I'll answer whether you should learn this soul-sucking DSA or not. But before that, for those who don't know what DSA is, it stands for Data Structures and Algorithms. It's a part of computer science. In short, DSA is all about learning how to store data in smart ways and how to solve problems in the most efficient way. So, there I was, just minding my own business, trying to figure out why my code works perfectly on my laptop, but not on the company's system, when this freshman comes up to me. Poor kid looks like he hasn't slept in days, probably because he's been binge-watching Learn DSA in 24 hours videos on YouTube. He goes, "Dude, I've solved 500 LeetCode problems, but I still can't build a simple web app. Am I even cut out to be a developer?" And I'm like, "Bro, the only thing you're cut out for right now is a nap and maybe a shower." Today, when we are already surrounded by the multiverse of JavaScript and our AGI guy is dropping bombs every month to wipe out programmers, it's more important than ever not to waste time on things we're not going to use, and to focus on what actually matters. DSA is a very complex topic, and one thing you don't want to do from the beginning is complicate things. DSA is so tough that it might make you feel like coding is not for you, but the truth is, most of you aren't actually bad, you're just getting started. And on top of that, when it comes to using DSA in real life, the reality is 99% of the time, you'll be using pre-built libraries someone else wrote. Your job will be more about Googling how to center a div for the 100th time than implementing a quicksort algorithm. But before moving further, let's go back to when all this DSA fuss started. In the old days, devices had very low capacity, so we wanted to make the most out of every inch of our computer's performance. Back then, DSA was really useful. But today, the tables have turned. We now have super fast internet and high-performance devices. So we don't need to squeeze every inch out of our laptop's CPU, because we already have more than enough resources. Today, you won't need to implement DSA unless you're building the next Skynet, in which case, please don't. The smartphone in your pocket is way more powerful than the computer NASA used for the moon landing. So, we don't need to save every millisecond or every CPU cycle anymore. Another thing is that programming languages have also evolved, and we have libraries for all data structures and algorithms. Even those who know DSA very well still prefer to use these libraries rather than writing their own code. So, I don't see any point in spending 6 to 12 months on DSA, only to never use it again. And what the heck? 6 to 12 months is not a short period of time. The purpose of DSA is to make something less complex, but DSA itself is often very complex. So, it's a complex solution to make something less complex. Remember, Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V will make you a 10x developer faster than DSA ever will. YouTube is a rabbit hole. Once you watch a few DSA videos, it starts recommending more DSA videos, and now you think DSA is the only important thing about software development. Now, if you're a college student or a fresh grad thinking, "But I need to master DSA to get a job," you are thinking this because you're only thinking about big companies, or specifically Hmong companies, which are over-glamorized by your favorite influencers. It's true that these companies ask DSA in their interview rounds. DSA works as a great filtering mechanism for them because the number of applicants is too high, and you might really use DSA there because they have billions of users, and for them, every millisecond matters a lot. DSA is not a necessary evil, but an evil made necessary by these Hmong companies. But let me stop you right there. Just to let you know, Hmong companies are not the only ones out there. There are tons of companies and startups hiring without DSA. Especially if you are applying for a regular, everyday, normal web developer job, where you spend 90% of your time Googling why your code doesn't work, and the other 10% realizing you forgot the damn semicolon. Finally, one more thing. Whether learning DSA is beneficial for you or not also depends on your level. Like, if you ask, should I learn DSA as a junior developer? No, not in my opinion, especially if your goal is just to get a job and you have limited time. But if you ask, should I learn DSA as a mid-level developer? Then yeah, you should probably start to understand it. And if you ask, should I learn DSA as a senior developer? Well, you'll get the answer automatically if you actually become a senior developer.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?